Hey everybody, how you doing? It's AJ and I'm back again with another rockin' the political realm with bullshit from politicians. Here's something brand new from Tim Pawlenty who's running for president in 2012 and I'm going to tear this one apart.
I could give a speech and tell you I was running for president. I could have a podium with my campaign logo on it. I could have balloons, red ones, white ones, and blue ones. I could pass out stickers and cupcakes. I could promise that we can eliminate a $14 trillion debt, create jobs for 10 million people, restructure Social Security and health care, all without making any tough decisions. Or I could try something different. I could just tell you the truth. The truth is, our country's in big trouble. We have far too much debt, too much government spending, and too few jobs. We need a president who understands that our problems are deep and who has the courage to face them. President Obama doesn't. I do. Tomorrow, my first campaign stop will be in Iowa. And that's where I'm going to begin a campaign that tells the American people the truth. I'm Tim Pawlenty, and I'm running for President of the United States. I believe with all my heart that the challenges we face can be overcome. I grew up in a blue-collar town. My dad worked as a truck driver. My mom died when I was a teenager, and I was the first in our family to graduate from college. As governor of Minnesota, I moved a Democratic state in a conservative direction. I know the American dream because I lived it. And I know for it to be there for the next generation, we're going to have to do more than give fancy speeches. We've had 3 years of that, and it's not working. Join me tomorrow and around the country in the days and weeks ahead. You won't hear empty promises. You'll hear solutions. Together, we'll change our country. And this time, it'll be for the better.
Now here's the truth on Tim Pawlenty. He talks about growing up in a small town and living with his dad was a truck driver. He claims to be a union member. Well, the fact is, Tim Pawlenty doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's lying to you.
The United States of America is the most successful.
He's lying through his teeth on a lot of things. One thing most important, he talks about how he did it in Minnesota and how he'll do it for the nation. Well, what he did in Minnesota was lost $13 billion. Yeah, when he took office, we had a $6.2 billion surplus. And now we have a $6.8 billion deficit. All because of Tim Pawlenty. Yes, that's right. His radical spending, his out-of-control government, his destruction of Minnesota's political government system. We are now in so much trouble. Next year, we may just be as far in debt as California just because of his horrible governing. It's terrible, and it's going to take probably 10 to 15 years for us to fix it. What he did in 8 years is going to take twice as long to fix. That's the same problem we're dealing with in Washington. We're dealing with radical spending and out-of-control government that started wars we can't win because there is no winner. You want that man in Washington, you need your head examined because he's worse than George W. Bush. He'll set this country on fire and destroy it more than it already is. We need real solutions, real answers. It's not going to war. It's not destruction and death, and it's not tearing apart our government the way it is today. It's not giving big oil billions of dollars in subsidies. We got to take that away. They're already raising gas prices. They're going to raise it anyway. They don't need our extra money. They're making billions of dollars. We need change, real change. Change in green energy. Not this joker. He's done nothing to help Minnesota. Tim Pawlenty is just another politician with a lot of empty lies that won't help us, won't help jobs, and won't grow this nation back to being strong again. Look for an alternative, or stick the course, because this guy ain't it. He'll bring us down even farther. You want our debt? He's talking about taking and getting rid of the Postal Service. $100 billion industry. $75 billion every year goes into the postal, or into the government retirement fund. The rest of it goes into the general fund. You take away the post office, and that's all on the back of taxpayers. That means taxes will skyrocket. And that's what Tim Pawlenty is about. Helping his rich friends and not helping the average Joe on the street. You and me, we're the average Joes. Because if you were a Tim Pawlenty supporter, you've turned it off. Because you don't want to hear the truth. It's time to spread the truth. Tim Pawlenty is bad for America. Plain and simple. He'll just drive us further in debt. Have a great day. I'm AJ. Out.